Hello, welcome. We're in Tagaytay, right? Tagaytay. And we're here at the People's Park in the sky. People's Palace in the sky, yes. The palace. There's a sign that says it right there. So let's go have a bit of an adventure. It does involve some walking. Also, Jeremy's still here.
Hi.
That guy's reversing the whole way up for some reason. Guess turning around might be an issue.
Yeah.
What was once, well, I guess never was. This whole place started off as a mansion that was being built by Ferdinand Marcos, yes. And they know what it's like. Originally, the palace that was being built up here was meant for dignitaries and politicians, and there was this whole state visit that was being planned by Reagan that never ended up happening, and that itself was one of the death knells of the actual palace itself. But now it's a park, and it's the People's Park, which I think is because of the People's Revolution. I think that's why it got named that. And from what I read, the actual palace is a monument to greed, which I thought was a pretty interesting way to think about things. A monument to greed and corruption. Something to remember. There's also a geological survey, like a typhoon warning thing. You know, the kind of place that looks out for weather systems. I guess it's a good spot to have that.
Definitely.
Which looks like they are rebuilding at some point.
Yeah.
It's pretty dilapidated, but there's definitely work going on. That's just a silhouette, isn't it? Let's be honest, I know how film works. You can definitely see why Marco thought that this was a good place to show off how beautiful the Philippines can be, because look at this, it's the beautiful Philippines. Right there in the middle, this is
Taal Volcano.
Taal Volcano. It's a caldera, so it's a big volcano with an island in the middle. It will be fine. I don't think it's going to go off anytime soon, but it's incredibly beautiful. Marcos, not Marco. I know things. I do a lot of crash courses in history for these videos, so I'm not always perfect. In fact, I never am.
That's true.
I don't like being called sir, I'll tell you that much. I know it's just one of those things. I don't love it. It's very nice up here. Although it's a monument against greed, there is a market here.
Yep.
I don't want to say that that's ironic, but it is slightly ironic. There's some irony to it.
Just a little bit.
Just want to throw that out there.
People have to make a living.
People have to make a living. Although if I was going to build a giant mansion near a volcano,
It's a very small volcano.
any amount of volcano is too much volcano for me. Okay? One thing that's nice, because where it is about an hour south of Manila, right?
Yep.
Just about.
Thereabouts.
And it's so much cool. I mean, it's still warm, but it's so much cooler here, temperature-wise. And I love that there's a woman just ringing a bell. That's great. I've been enjoying that for the last 5 or 6 minutes. That's been pretty good.
She's selling ice cream, Matthew.
I do want an ice cream. I was thinking that if they have a durian one, powers on, we'll see.
We'll see.
Of course, what happened with Marcos
Yes.
is he was officially elected and then was in power for 20 years. He basically consolidated his power and became the de facto dictator of the Philippines for 20 years. Kind of elected in and then
Usurp power.
made it so that he couldn't be elected out. You can do some things and get away with it, but there's other things like assassinations that really brought everything to the boil,
Yeah.
which resulted in the People's Power Revolution in 1986, I think, which I think is where this name gets its park as well, and it's where the airport gets its name, which is
Ninoy Aquino International Airport.
named after Ninoy Aquino, who was assassinated getting off a China Airlines flight at the airport, wasn't he? And people weren't a fan of that. I'll be honest with you. Before we do too much more exploring, I've been told there's some drugs. Apparently these are angels' trumpets. And apparently they're mildly hallucinogenic. How do I say that word? Thank you. Is that in English? Sorry, yes. So maybe we'll do that later, who knows? I think we can get inside and have a look around. I don't think there's much left, but if we can get inside, we should get inside. Do I need a Rubik's Cube? Maybe I do. We found a stairwell. Let's go do some investigations. And by investigations, I think we mean more market stalls. I think it's been well and truly taken over.
Yep. Maybe just a restaurant.
Yeah. The actual mansion itself, the palace, I suppose, was never finished. Even though they did a lot of work on it. Yeah, I think it's just a restaurant up here now.
Oh.
Ah, and a better view. I think this is the viewpoint. This is the photograph spot, I feel like. It's an incredibly good view. This camera is definitely not doing it justice, but wow. I bet it's even more spectacular when it's going off. I can see there's some type of smoky geyser. I think we're in for an eruption.
No, that's an island. One island over. So no.
Sorry for those people. They will be remembered. I was hoping to do some proper exploration, get inside and look around some rooms and stuff, but it's all been closed off. And if the Philippines does anything good, it's having a security guard. You know? There's always a security guard. On the drive in over here, you can really see that some of the towns and stuff that have been built and some of the like suburbs, I guess, are so like Californian, I think. It really is.
That's true.
Lots of fancy houses around here. It's a good excuse to come up here just to have to learn a little bit about the relatively very recent history of the Philippines.
Yeah.
Let's have a bit explore. Although one of the other reasons we came here was for food, so we'll be doing that as well, I think. It kind of looks like the Hollywood Hills around here, right? Apparently there was a sign here that was Hollywood Hills-esque, but there was only about a few letters left, so they got rid of the whole thing.
People probably use it for roofing.
I kind of feel like if you get one of those jeepneys from the bottom to the top, you're kind of cutting yourself off half of the fun of being here at all. It's only a 5-minute walk.
Well, suffering is part of the experience.
That's how you know you've connected with the place. It's not the full experience, is it? Honestly, the most mansion feeling part of this place is these entrance gates. The rest of it is, well, it's all dilapidated, but this is the only bit left that really feels like it could have been a mansion. We've been pollinated by some of the local flowers, which is all over us. But we've come to what I would describe as, frankly, a little bit of a fancy restaurant. It's pretty fancy.
Sorry though.
It is. And the area is known for, this whole area is known for bulalo, which is bone marrow soup. So that's exactly what we're having. If an area is known for something, that is what I want. So we're sitting in this nice al fresco dining situation, and I'm awaiting some soup because I'm real hungry, so I'm very excited about it. Don't judge me, all right? I needed this. I deserved a treat. This is very good. And what was this?
This is ube, mango, and a bit of coconut.
It's meant to be purple. This might be 95% condensed milk, but I can taste the caffeine. It's very good. I'm very excited. Thank you. I'm really happy about this situation. So, we have rice.
Fried rice.
Fried rice with a bunch of stuff in it. Looks good. What was this called?
Crispy pata. It's pork knuckle,
Pork knuckle,
deep fried.
deep fried, crispy. You meant to do this? Right? That's what they all do on YouTube and Instagram. I mean, now I'm assuming is bulalo. Okay. Oh, I see.
Oh, there it is.
There's like a whole shank in there, right?
Uh-huh.
I've only had bone marrow once before, and it was with Paula, and I'll be honest with you, we did enjoy it. It was in Hungary. There's videos. There's a whole video series. We went to Hungary. It was great.
I'll let you have it.
That's very kind. Well, we'll share it evenly if that's possible. All right, let's try this. It looks pretty good. Let's get some bone marrow. Get some of this. Wow. It's really beefy, like really rich beef flavor. Salty. It's like a really nice rich broth. Yeah, that's really good. I meant to put some citrus in it to like cut the flavor. And I got all this to eat as well. So that's exciting. Alright, this is the crispy pato, which I'm about to try now. I'm gonna have some of the crispy bit. I meant to have it with some of this apparently, which I'm going to just kind of pour here and hope for the best. I'm going to pour it here on the side because I've fallen for things being very spicy before. It's good. It's actually quite sweet. Filipino food is really good. I've decided that. I think I've enjoyed pretty much everything I've eaten since I've been here. I think what I like about Filipino food is it's really, really comforting. You know, it's really like wholesome, hearty food. Also, portions are big. Look at the size of this thing. I rate this meal a solid 10 out of 10. I think this has been absolutely wonderful. This is amazing. It's good. I like it a lot. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Onwards and upwards.